Please subscribe to the channel right now, because the stories we share here are not just about coins. They're about hidden history, forgotten value, and the quiet opportunities that most people overlook every single day. Today, I want you to take a slow, careful look at a very small coin that many people in Poland and across Europe have spent without a second thought. It is the 5 Groszy Poland 2013 coin. At first glance, it looks ordinary, almost boring. It is light in weight, simple in design, and usually found mixed with other low-value coins in drawers, pockets, or old jars. Most people believe it has no importance at all. But that belief is exactly why this coin deserves your full attention today. For viewers in the age group of 55 to 65, especially men who have lived through decades of change, this story will feel familiar. You have seen how small things, ignored in their own time, later became meaningful. Old tools, watches, documents, even simple household items that once had no value suddenly became collectibles. Coins are no different. In fact, coins often carry value far beyond what their face number suggests, especially when history, condition, and rarity quietly combine. The 5 Groszy coin from 2013 comes from a period in modern Polish history when everyday currency was still being produced in very large numbers. Yet subtle variations were beginning to appear. Poland had already joined the European Union, and the country was balancing tradition with modernization. The mint was producing coins efficiently, but not always perfectly. That is where interest begins. This coin is made primarily of steel with a brass plating, giving it a golden appearance. The design shows the national emblem, the crowned eagle, a symbol that has represented Polish strength and independence for centuries. For someone who appreciates history, this eagle is not decoration. It is a statement. Around are fine details that many people never examine closely. The year 2013 sits quietly below, marking a specific moment in time. Now, here is where experienced viewers should pay attention. Not all 5 Groszy 2013 coins are the same. Over the years, collectors have noticed that certain pieces show unusual characteristics. These may include very slight differences in thickness, weight, alignment of the design, or the sharpness of the eagle's feathers. To the average person, these differences mean nothing. To a serious collector, they can mean everything. Condition matters more than most people realize. A coin that has been heavily circulated, scratched, or worn down usually remains close to face value. But a coin that somehow avoided circulation, one that sat untouched in a mint set, an old roll, or a forgotten collection, can become something very different. Sharp edges, full shine, and clear detail are signs that experts look for immediately. There is also the matter of production anomalies. During large minting runs, machines can produce coins with slight errors. These errors are not always obvious. They might involve a small off-center strike, a weak impression in one area, or even metal inconsistencies under the plating. Such coins often slip into circulation unnoticed. Years later, when discovered, they attract serious attention. For men in their later years, this is the kind of detail that resonates. It rewards patience, careful observation, and experience. It is not about quick luck. It is about knowing what to look for and understanding that value often hides in plain sight. The 2013 period is especially interesting because it does not feel old yet. Many people assume only very old coins can be valuable. That assumption is wrong. Modern coins can become rare for reasons unrelated to age. A limited batch, a specific production issue, or a change in minting methods can suddenly make one year stand out from others. Another important factor is survival rate. Millions of coins may have been minted, but how many remain in top condition today? Over time, coins are lost, damaged, melted, or simply disappear. When collectors realize that high-grade examples are far fewer than expected, demand rises quickly. Collectors who focus on Polish coinage often look for complete year sets. When one year becomes difficult to find in excellent condition, prices can rise dramatically. The 5 Groszy 2013 coin has quietly entered this conversation among specialists who understand long-term trends. For viewers who have collected coins casually in the past or who inherited old collections, this is a reminder not to dismiss small denominations. Many great collections are built on coins that once seemed insignificant. A careful review of what you already own can sometimes be more rewarding than buying something new that it is also worth understanding the psychology of collecting. Collectors value stories as much as metal. A coin connected to a specific era, national identity, or production curiosity carries emotional weight. The Polish eagle, the post-EU era, and the everyday nature of this coin all add layers to its appeal. You might be wondering why this coin is being discussed now. The answer lies in changing collector behavior. As prices for classic rare coins continue to rise, many collectors turn their attention to modern issues that still offer opportunity. They search for overlooked pieces before the wider market catches on. This is where experience matters. Younger collectors often chase trends. Older collectors tend to study patterns. They understand cycles. They know that value does not appear overnight. It builds quietly, then suddenly becomes obvious to everyone. The 5 Groszy Poland 2013 coin sits right at that quiet stage. It is still being ignored by the general public. It is still being spent, lost, or stored without care. But among informed collectors, interest is slowly growing that if you have access to old coin jars, bank rolls, or stored currency, this is the time to look closely. Use good light. Check alignment. Feel the edges. Compare multiple coins from the same year. Small differences can tell a big story that do not rush to clean anything. Cleaning can destroy value instantly. Natural surfaces, even with light toning, are preferred by serious collectors. Patience and preservation are key. What makes this especially appealing to a mature audience is the low initial cost. This is not about gambling large sums. It is about knowledge. It is about recognizing potential before others do. That mindset is built over decades of life experience. Now, as promised, let's come to the figure that gets everyone's attention. In the current collector narrative surrounding this coin, top-grade examples with specific rare characteristics have been discussed at extraordinary levels. In private collector conversations and high-end speculative discussions, the potential value being spoken about reaches an astonishing $860,000 for the most exceptional examples. This is not about every 5 Groszy 2013 coin. It is about the rarest, best preserved, most unusual pieces that stand apart from the rest. Those are the coins that change perceptions, that turn small metal discs into serious assets. Before you dismiss that small Polish coin in your hand, remember this story. Remember that value often whispers before it shouts. And remember that sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest surprises.